Well, welcome to World Sports TV, TV 17. Dick Herman here with today's game. Dennis Karen will be doing the lineups in a few minutes. Gino Gang on camera, getting ready for our first softball game of the spring. I'd like to mention all our fine sponsors who bring you the softball season. Island Carpets, Seagull Restaurant, Island Pharmacy, Joe Rapaki CPA, Island Lumber, Killen Real Estate, Congdon Coleman Insurance, Axe Screen and Window Repair, Brock Insurance, Santa's Rubbish Removal, Nantucket Civic League, Mr. T Insulation, Nantucket Electric, Island Airlines, Nantucket Airlines, the Nantucket Booster Club who feeds the teams each and every game they come over here, Humphrey Electric, Blue Star Construction, Furry Friends of Nantucket, Highland Flooring, Island Pharmacy, Martin Bork Painting, At a Glance Window Treatment, Island Variety, Joe's Barbershop, David Goodman Tiling, Cam Appliance, Rick's Paint and Maintenance, Matica Marine, Rusty's Outdoor Power Equipment, Nantucket Insurance, Lindsay Incorporated, Fairgrounds Restaurant, Harborview Oil Corporation, Sign Here, and Don Allen Ford. We thank all these fine sponsors for bringing you portions of today's game. And today's lineup is brought to you by Don Allen Ford. And how you doing today, Dennis?
I'm doing well, Dick.
Tell us about the wheelers starting out there on the field.
Okay, Mackenzie Holgate will be at shortstop, batting first. Michaela Molta will be in left field, batting second. Caitlin Klinger, first base, batting third. Lillian Sylvia at second base, batting fourth. Casey Snell playing center field, batting fifth. Sixth, Ashley Wilson will be the DP. Madison Deuce will be at third base, batting seventh. Charlotte Tillman will be at right field, batting eighth. And Gabby
Gouveia?
I can't read that.
Gouveia, I think is pronounced.
Gouveia, okay. Will be doing the pitching for the Whalers. And Megan Cranston will be playing the fix.
Gabby's older sister, Jessica Gouveia, pitched on that team that went to the finals, 2 years ago? She lost the game to, what was it, Cohasset in the last inning. So Gabby's a senior, but she was off final last year down in Texas.
Yeah, okay.
Junior year, coming back this year. So Chris Coach Maury has got the advantage of her coming back, and the Wilson girl who's DHing today, she pitched a no-hitter Saturday against Nauset.
Yeah, she did. And 8-0 win for the Whalers.
So Nantucket sitting at 2-0. Capetech sitting at 0-1. They lost yesterday to Chatham, and the head coach sort of inferred that they're not that strong. And you know, we watch them warm up. You can tell in the warm-ups who the athletes are and how good they are. They certainly don't look that strong as a team here. So Nantucket got themselves in good position here to get off to a 3-0 start.
All right, Dick, we have Emily Hardy for Cape Cod Tech leading off. She's the shortstop. This strike one, Dick. Right over the heart of the plate.
Right over the heart of the plate.
Bad place to be if you're Josh Beckett.
Yeah. He grooved a few up the other day. I saw some of that game. I thought it was a Groundhog Day type game, because every time I turned around there was another guy rounding the bases. I said, "Oh, that's just a replay," but the score kept changing every time the guy hit a home run.
It's a line shot and drops in. Throw to first, safe. So Hardy leads off with a base hit.
Yeah, she didn't get all of that, but she put it in a tough position there. It wasn't hit hard enough to get the put out at first. Charlotte Tillman did charge the ball, but her throw was a little bit up the bag there. And
Allie Sullivan, the center fielder for Cape Cod Tech, is batting second. And so far, Gabby has thrown nothing but strikes.
Again, those lineups were brought to us by Don Allen Ford. Stop by Don Allen Ford. New and used vehicles on sale at Don Allen's. Check out the 2012s.
Okay, we got 2 strikes on the batter. Fouled off.
Pleasure.
Yeah, thank you.
Notice how when Gino set up, he tried to get us over onto the field of play there.
You didn't bring your glove today, Dick.
I didn't bring my glove today.
I got one.
Gino's got his glove in there.
Yeah, okay, well, Gino he'll have to protect the camera. He's got the camera duty today.
But Gino tried to get us right into right field there, but
Yeah.
They wouldn't allow it.
head umpire Dan Bartlett said no way. He waved us right over to the side here. We should be able to, set right up in center field and shoot right from center field out there.
We should set
Because
up
if any ball,
where the wind isn't.
if you set up in center field, and any ball reaches the truck, it should be an automatic home run, anyways, right? So Capetech has leadoff hitter on, base hit, and number 2 hitter here fighting hard.
Yeah, she's hanging in there. There's a ground ball to third.
Solid.
Go to second for 1. Back to first, not in time.
So fielder's choice, good play there, getting the lead runner at second. It's
Well played by the Whalers.
it's also hard to get a double play in softball.
Yep.
Because
Well, that was
The
the ball.
base-
That was almost the ball to do it.
that was a good possibility, but the home to first is not that long a distance. So you really have to shuffle it over to second base. The second baseman has to have a good, strong throw to get the double play. What you will get in softball a lot is the line drive double plays where crack of the bat and they're off. That was a nice
Strike,
pitch.
nice pitch.
Portions of first inning brought to us by Island Pharmacy. Stop by Island Pharmacy. Prescriptions, nutritions, beauty products, and Easter candy on sale after Easter.
Okay, we got 3 and 1 on the batter deck. No base on balls.
No, you don't want to start putting runners on here.
Ball 4.
So a hit, a fielder's choice, and a walk, and now you have your cleanup hitter. Now you're really got to beard down now.
Yep, this is Sarah Jansen. Runners on first and second, 1 out on this gorgeous day.
It is a pretty nice day
Pretty
here.
nice day, little breeze blowing. And there's a swing and a miss, so way ahead.
Yeah, Gabby took off a lot on that one.
Yep.
After getting a nice high hard strike, the off speed had a way out in front.
Ooh, close pitch.
Yeah, that came in a little high, and that's why it was called a ball. But the batter up there, pretty tall girl, and she almost went for it also.
Ooh, line shot into the dugout.
And it's like a coaching staff telling the defense, don't fall asleep out there. Gotta make the play.
There's a shot to center field and out.
So fly ball to center field. Runners had nowhere to go on that one.
Casey Snell came up with the play for the Whalers.
Casey fired it back into second, but both runners are only a few feet off the bag. They weren't going anywhere.
This is Desiree Walker, the third baseman for Cape Cod Tech. We get 2 down and runners on first and second. No score. And
Well,
wild pitch.
It's the wild pitch. The Sea Grill now open where all the locals go for great fish and excellent seafood. The Sea Grill, 45 Sparks Ave. Check them out on the internet at www.theseagrill.com.
2 balls, no strikes.
All of a sudden, Gabby's getting a little bit wild on this batter.
Yeah.
She does have the one walk, but threw the wild pitch and then come in very high on that one.
Ball 3.
Now she's one pitch away from loading the bases here. Not what you want to do. Jump back.
Yep.
She jumped back. The umpire called it a strike. I like umpires that have a big strike zone because it keeps it keeps the batters in the game. You know, make them swing.
Foul ball. And we have 2 strikes now. It's full count.
Full count.
Runners
3 and 2.
off.
2 outs. It's not a forced play, so the runners won't be going. Although the runner at third is a little bit aggressive. She was all the way down the line on that one.
I don't think she was actually aware of what was going on there.
And there's a strikeout.
And that's it.
So we've played a half inning here. Cape Tech 0. Will is coming to bat. Okay, Nantucket leads off the inning with a triple. Gino's down there shaking hands, patting dogs, kissing babies,
yeah,
and we missed the first pitch.
I was talking to the coach.
He's running for mayor.
So who got that triple, Dennis?
Mackenzie Holgate.
Mackenzie Holgate. We apologize to Mackenzie that we're late coming on.
And there's the bunt by Kayla. Run comes in, and she is safe.
So that
RBI single.
That was not a suicide squeeze. I think that was bunting for a base hit all the way myself, but it certainly was
effective.
A safety type squeeze play, and she gets the hit out of it.
RBI too.
So 2 pitches, 2 hits, 1 run.
And we have Caitlin Klinger up at the dish. And we have a stolen base.
Now, Alexis Kling is not in the lineup. Is she hurt? Because she's on the team. I saw her over there. She's out of uniform.
No, Alexis is not in the lineup.
Maybe she's hurt.
And there's a foul ball.
The middle field umpire had no idea where that ball was. I looked over at the ball, see if it was going to catch the field line, and he was just standing there looking down towards first base. He didn't know where the ball was. I know the feeling. If you're playing the game in the field or you're umpiring the game, you always want to know where the ball is.
There's a shot to right center, and a base hit. Second run comes in, and Kaylin has a double. The Wheels is starting out strong.
She just mowed it around the base there, and the right fielder slow getting there, and had no idea that she was going to second base.
Lily Sylvia, the batter.
Easy.
And the Whalers have 3 hits and 3 at bats. And there's a ground ball to third.
Was it out or safe?
I believe safe.
I believe she's safe.
She beat it out.
Not a strong throw there. I don't know if the shortstop took a look at the runner at second base, but I think if you Cape Tech, you just want to get outs. You know, you can't stop looking runners back.
There's a stolen base.
Island Airlines, call now for reservations, 228-7575. Cowboys will be opening up shortly. Cowboys Meat Market and Deli, a proud sponsor of Wheeler Sports.
Casey Snell, the batter. There's a little pop-up. Gonna drop. All right. Base hit and a run. And the Whalers, William Silver winds up on third base.
Yeah, a little pop-up get over the second baseman's head, didn't go back very quickly on it, and once it falls, Lily takes off. Run scores easily. 3-0 here. Well, the Red Sox aren't off to a great start, but
no, they had a good night last night.
They have been competitive. 1-3. They could have been 0-4, but they also could have been 3-1. Really only out of one game. Came back. They've been losing in all the games, and 3 out of the 4 games they came back to either take the lead or tie it. But
well, they came back last night for sure.
Last night they losing 2-0. They come back and won that one 4-2. But they've got a lot of.
There's a shot.
Oh.
Foul.
In 3 out of the 4 games, they've got 9th inning runs, which is always a good sign if you can score in the 9th inning. Last night's won it. Sunday's game gave them the lead that they should have won it. Well, actually, in the 11th inning they got runs, and then the opener there they come back and tied it in the 9th, only to lose it in the last half of the 9th.
There's a long one away.
Well, the only reason why that one was caught was that the left fielder who went over to retrieve the foul ball had not got back into position. If she had got back into position, that would have been a hit. But she was walking back to her position, and the ball came to her.
Okay, that's a sac fly.
That was a shot. That was the hardest one of the inning. Well, maybe the foul ball before that was hard to hit, but the hardest ball of the inning is a out. The Capetech coach is on top of it, checking to see if the runner left early.
The appeal play did not work.
It's always worth a chance.
Whalers jump out to a 4-0 lead.
This pitcher's throwing what you probably call like a baby ephus pitch, right?
Right.
Trying to drop it in there.
This is Madison Deuce, the batter for the Whalers. And that's going to drop. Base hit. And
Nantucket Electric, go Wheelers, fight hard, conserve energy, Nantucket Electric.
okay,
So far it's been like batting practice, huh, Dennis?
yes, absolutely. Charlotte Talman, the batter. We got runners on first and third. And we're going to steal. Madison Deuce steals second.
Ball in the dirt, the catcher did a good job of keeping in front of her. The runner on third had ideas of coming down here. You get a real short backstop here. You don't score in too many of them on this field.
There's a ground ball to third. Safe. And the ball gets by.
It crosses the white line, dead ball. So the runner will score and the runner will stop at second.
Oh, they do get to go to second.
Yeah. Once it crosses this white line here that they made us get behind, it's dead ball. No more advances can be made, but you do get the one base.
Okay, yeah, the pitcher, Gabby, is up.
So we have, what, 6 runs in?
I got 5 right
5 runs in. The scoreboard out there is missing a bulb or two. Maybe we can go in the gym and get a couple of bulbs. They're not using them now, right?
They have 6, huh?
What batter is this for the inning?
This would be the ninth.
Ninth batter. 2 outs.
There's a little pop fly in the infield. 2
3
down.
outs. 1 on. Or was that just 2 outs? I thought that was
2 outs.
2 down.
2 down. So is this the leadoff hitter coming up now?
This could be, yeah, number 7, Mackenzie Holgate.
So 9 have batted, 2 are out, 1 is on, 3 from 9 is 6. So we do have 6 in.
Oh, it is 6, yeah.
Okay, Madison Deuce must have scored.
Mackenzie Holgate started us all off with a triple, and she's up here a second time. Runner moves over on the pitch in the dirt. I guess you have to call it a wild pitch, although the catcher couldn't locate it after it fell at her feet.
Is Cape Cod Tech a private school?
No.
No.
Okay.
Vocational technical school that doesn't always have great athletic programs, but I mean their football team came alive 8 or 9 years ago and steady. But then they were getting getting influence with Howard's kids. Howard's kids that didn't have sports at Howard, AK football, went over and played at Cape Tech, so that certainly boosted the program. But the program was coming along before they got the Howard kids. But now Howard is going to co-op with Chatham next year, and they're going to have what? Monomoy Regional. So Monomoy Regional is going to become a power when you put all those Howard and Chatham kids together.
So Mackenzie walks.
Are we going to be playing them?
I think we'll play them, yep. You want to play as many Cape schools as possible because it cuts down on the travel, and I think it builds up the rivalry, you know?
Yeah.
So Monomoy, I think Monomoy will jump into the Cape Leagues, and you don't know. They'll start off, you know, a likely opponent for Nantucket, but then you don't know if they'll grow and, you know, get up with the Barnstables and the Falmouths, you know, teams that Nantucket can't usually play on a regular basis, although tomorrow's lacrosse game is against Barnstable. But since Barnstable come into the league, Nantucket hasn't beaten them. Barnstable has won the Maritime League in lacrosse, I think, 3 or 4 years in a row.
Michaela Moulter at the plate. She laid down a very nice RBI bunt in the first inning.
Well, with 2 outs, she probably won't be bunting now, as it's definitely just bunting to get another base hit. But you know, you're still here in the first inning. We're already going to start talking about the slaughter rule here because, you know, another hit or two. The slaughter rule in softball this year is 12.
Right.
Nantucket gets a 12-run lead. They don't have to bat in the 5th inning, and Cape Tech has to get 5 at bats.
Little tapper. And the run scores.
Oh, she made it faster.
Both umpires sort of looked at each other. I guess the middle infield umpire gave the call to Bartlett, who said no tag was applied. Michaela very quick down the line. She's got good speed. Brother Michael had good speed too.
Yeah, yeah.
She'll steal here, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you keep the stolen base going here early. Scoreboard now is still reading 6, so they didn't add that last run on.
No.
Oh, they
We
got
got
it.
a rundown. And safe.
Oh, boy.
They had it dead to right, but the third baseman could not get the ball out of the glove and return the throw. The catcher has a gun for an arm. So now it is 8-0 here. We're still here in the first inning. If you want to be a sponsor here on Wheel of Sports TV, check out TV17. Gino TV is having an advertising incentive. That's our logo zone. It plays all day long. How much you ask for as low as $15 per week, 100 spots per day. A logo, website, phone number, 24 hours a day. If you're in business, retail, service industry, cabs, anyone starting out a business, there's a pop up to the shortstop, and she can't hang on to it. If you're starting out a business, get your name out there and keep it out there. 15 per week. Be a sponsor of Wheel of Sports TV. Call Gino right now here at TV17 for more details and get in on this special deal. That special number, 825-8817. 825-TV17. So, a little pop-up can't even end the inning here, and
The inning goes on, Dick.
the inning goes on. So I guess we were right in our assessment of watching Capetech warm up. We sort of felt that they did not have a very strong competitive team compared to the Whales warming up, and here with one inning not even completed, we can see it. We have dog hairs coming at us as this dog is shedding down there near the. You know the wind's in your face when the dog hairs from the dog shedding comes right at you after he rolls over and gets patted by its owner there. What we do here for TV17?
It's amazing.
There's a shot. Man, left fielder lets it bounce.
Oh.
Gets by it. 1, 2. And that's going to be a triple. Triple for Lillian Sylvia.
Hey, Chris Murray almost didn't even want to send home that last run. He sort of was going to stop right third, but he looked out in the left field. They hadn't even picked up the ball yet, so he let it go. Normal circumstances, that would have been a home run for Lily. So Nantucket with a win over Sturgis and a win over Nauset on Saturday is looking like they're going to go 3-0 here today. They don't play any more games until after the
vacation.
break.
After break.
So they're going to go into the break and then 3-0.
Through the shortstop.
Another one.
11.
After the break on the 24th, they're going to play Pope John at home. And then go on the road on the 26th, Thursday. They play Tuesday, Pope John at home. Then go on the road on the 26th, Thursday, against Westport. Then come home for a big doubleheader on the 28th versus Mashpee. So after the break, they'll come right back with 3 big games. Actually, 4 big games because that Mashpee is a doubleheader. Willis softball have 3 doubleheaders this year, Dennis.
Really?
They got the on the 28th of April. They play Mashpee. Oh, wait a minute. I'm seeing that wrong. They play Sandwich. Middle school's playing Mashpee.
And there's a foul.
Sandwich doubleheader. And they have a doubleheader on May 5th with Pembroke.
Ashley Wilson gets a hold of one. Oh, gets by the left fielder.
Well, there's the 12. Or is that 13 now, Dick?
13.
Well, we got enough runs for the slaughter rule, but now we need 12 outs, which may be hard to come by. runs are a lot easier than outs here today. That home run was brought to us by Don Allen Ford. New and used vehicles on sale at Don Allen Ford.
Madison Deuce up for the Whalers. Wow, Dick. What a barrage.
Yeah, the floodgates are opened. Nantucket's hitting the ball well, but when the team is hitting the ball well, you can't give them second and third outs. I mean, fourth and fifth outs. On the shortstop drop, they pop up in the left field. They should have held on to one. So Nantucket's working this inning with 5 outs already.
Yep, true. That's very true. And in all likelihood, that line drive that was just hit should have been caught.
The one that really hurt was the pop up to the shortstop.
Yeah,
that she just out and out dropped. It would have been out this inning long ago with only 7 or 8 on the board. Now they've doubled it since that point. That's what happens when you give a good hitting team, and Nantucket is a good hitting team, but this pitcher has nothing on the ball. It's almost like a glorified batting practice type pitcher. She's slow pitch. She's just trying to get the ball over the plate so she doesn't walk anybody, and Nantucket's just taking their hacks. Me, you could take a couple of hacks up there, right? Between in and maybe Gino get the glove out.
What is she wearing?
Pitch a couple to us.
Well, Dick, we could have you bunt. That would get the final out of the inning.
I think it's been like 42 years since I beat out a bunt.
Oh.
There you go. Oh, man. Poor thing.
Madison Deuce gets into second.
Yeah, the left fielder is not having a good day out there. Another ball that should have been caught.
She's playing deep.
Yeah. Well, she's been in position. And the catch she did make
was a good one.
Was a sharp line drive.
They set up the middle, and they're just going from base to base now.
Yeah, they got it.
Charlotte Talman with the base hit
Even
for the Whalers.
Even as a coach, now you're starting to feel bad for the situation.
Well, yeah, it is kind of a tough situation, but it takes character to be out there, no matter what the score. Play hard.
Okay, we got the quick out there.
What was the call there?
The call was the runner on third base left too early. So she got called out. So the runner on third gets called out. So we have played 1 inning here. Nantucket leads 13-0.
Okay.
Okay, Capetech coming up here. Second inning brought to us by Island Lumber. Go Whalers, fight hard. Island Lumber. Rain or shine, Island Lumber is always on time.
Haley Bell is the batter for the Cape Cod Tech, number 20. She is the left fielder. Seen a lot of action out there.
Yeah, Nantucket's hammered the ball out there to her. And he's been chasing balls down, catching line drives, and dropping a couple. A lot of activity for a half inning for her.
Yeah, when you're out there and you can read the numbers of the players, you know you're having difficulties. They're running after balls.
Maddock Marine, Yamaha Sales and Service Storage Facilities, proud sponsor of Wheeler Sports, Maddock Marine. If you don't have your taxes done, you better get going. Joe Rapaki, CPA, can help you out. Small or large accounting service available from Joe, 228-9090. So we have an opening walk. Gabby doesn't want to start walking people with a 13-0 lead. Put the ball over the plate, Gabby. Let them hit it.
Leslie Ruiz is the batter for the pitcher. Nice pitch for strike.
Santos Rubbish Removal, we clean up the islands. Santos. Mr. T Insulation, offering Isonine spray-on insulation. Give Richie a call, 325-3147. You love to bump into Richie. Always got a big smile on his face. Always got a story. Always wants to talk sports with you.
Speaking of which, tonight's big game, huh? Celtics?
Celtics in Miami, yeah, they're the underdogs naturally, but if they want to make a statement, and I think they're gonna make a statement in the playoffs,
Boy, they're playing well.
I think they're.
They are really.
I love Ray Allen coming off the bench.
Yeah.
You know, he got hurt there, and they found Bradley, who's doing a great job. He's really helping the defense. Nantucket, the Celtics probably got one of the best defenses in the league right now, the way they're playing together. But you get the starting five with Bradley in there, Allen on the bench, and then Allen comes in with the second unit, and all you say is, Ray Allen, you're the offense of the second unit. Take any and every shot you want to take, you know. So he comes in there and he can put them up, and Ray Allen, as we know, can score you 9 points in about 25 seconds if he has the right situation. So it's working right now, and it's fun watching the Celtics, and it's going to be exciting about the playoffs starting.
It's a ground ball to first base. Steps in the bag, runner advances to third.
Gets the easy out at the bag. Brock Insurance wants to wish each and every student the best possible school year. Go Wheelers, Brock. And Bruins got a tough opponent in the playoffs.
Yeah, they open up Thursday night. So we have every night this week covered with something.
The Caps handled the Bruins 3-1. It's kind of funny. I was looking at all four matchups in the hockey playoffs, and the four top seeds none of them have a winning record against the team they're playing. The Bruins are number 2 seed, 1-3 against the Caps. Yep. Philadelphia, Pittsburgh with the 5 seed is beaten Philadelphia 4 out of 6 times. The Rangers, the number 1 seed, have lost to Ottawa 3 out of 4 times, same as the Bruins. And the other pair up, which I can't remember at the top of my head, is they're 2-2 against each other. So it's kind of ironic that the 4 top seeds, none of them have a winning record against the team they're facing. So we got the 3 outs here, and Nantucket's still holding on to the 13-0 lead. I'd like to mention all our fine sponsors will bring you the Wheeler spring season. Furry Friends of Nantucket, Blue Star Construction, Humphrey Electric, Highland Flooring, Island Pharmacy, Martin Bork Painting, At-A-Glance Window Treatments, Island Variety, Joe's Barbershop, David Goodman Tiling, Cam Appliance, Rick's Paint and Maintenance, Maddock Marine, Rusty's Outdoor Power Equipment, Nantucket Insurance, Lindsay Incorporated, Fairgrounds Restaurant, Harborview Oil Corporation, Don Allen Ford, Sign Here, Island Carpets, Seagrow Restaurant, Island Pharmacy, Island Lumber, Joe Rapaki CPA, Killen Real Estate, Congdon and Coleman Insurance, Brock Insurance, Axe Screen and Window Repair, Santa's Rubbish Removal, Nantucket Civic League, Nantucket Booster Club, Nantucket Airlines, Nantucket Electric, Island Airlines, and Mr. T Installation. We thank all these fine sponsors for bringing you portions of the spring season. We'll take a short break and be back with Nantucket's half of the inning. Alright, Nantucket coming up here. Second inning, portion of second inning is brought to us by the Fairgrounds Restaurant. Fabulous food, fun atmosphere, and fair prices at the Fairgrounds. Make Fairgrounds and Publix Pub your baseball headquarters. Red Sox at the Fairgrounds. Opening game at Fenway this Friday, 2:05. Check it out on all their multi-screens.
There's a line shot in the right field for a base hit.
So Nantucket up 13-0 here at bottom of the second inning. Now we know this game's going to go into slaughter room, but we only have an hour tape here too, so we may not even make it to the slaughter room.
No,
but,
that's true.
Nantucket's going to just go one base at a time here, and you'll probably start seeing some of the backup players getting into this game because they know it's only going to be
Mackenzie
a four
Holgate now.
and a half inning game.
She's tripled and reached on a base on balls and scored twice. And a little pop up to the third baseman, and we got an out.
She hung on to that one.
I guess the shortstop.
Shortstop hung on to that one. She dropped the similar one like that last inning, which sort of opened up the floodgates for next to 5 or 6 runs. That pop-up brought to us by Harbor Fuel Oil Corporation. Over 40 years of dependable service. Peace of mind, Harbor Fuel. Getting a lot of sun glare, Gino. Is that affecting the camera somewhat?
If we go, ooh, that's a
Fair ball. And it went out of play over there, so they'll move up a base. Again, Nantucket's using the approach of only taking one base at a time. They were held up there, but the ball kicked off the left fielder's leg and went out of bounds.
And that was Elizabeth Molavave. Elizabeth.
So they're already starting to put some pinch hitters up.
Yep.
Ground ball, a deep shot. Slowly hit. No throw made. Shortstop just fielded and held it. So Sarah's coming up, number 41. What's Sarah's last name?
Sarah Clooney.
Sarah Clooney?
Yep.
So that must be Chip Clooney's daughter.
Yep.
Chip
yep.
played on that state tournament baseball team in '80, right? That,
yeah, correct.
Went to the finals.
Yep. So we have runners on first and second.
Bases loaded.
A bases loaded.
Yep. Nobody advanced on that infield grounder, so they second and third held their own there. The bases loaded, one out here. Nantucket with a 13-0 lead, threatening to add more.
There's a line shot, and they are going to add more. One. And they add one.
So that's the pluses of a game like this. A Sarah Clooney, who showed up today not even expecting to play, gets up at the bases loaded and delivers an RBI single. Under normal circumstances, that would have been a 2-run single because people would have been running, but Nantucket's only moving up one base at a time here now. Now we have a lefty that's not showing us her number. So
okay, well, I believe it's number 38, Aaliyah Stedman.
We'll go with that because she's wearing a jacket and we can't see the number. Eliza. So Eliza Stedman.
I gotta talk to the person making out the lineup card.
Well, it's good the girls cheer and use the names. It helps us down here. No waiting for prescription refills. Phone ahead with your prescription refill numbers. Island Pharmacy will have it waiting for you. That special number 228-6416. And TV and online advertising with Gino TV now in its 10th year. Everything Nantucket on TV and always online at www.ginotv.com. People, places, events, shopping, dining, touring, real estate, and sports, of course. Check out the incentives. The my2minutevideo.com ad includes a 2-minute advertising broadcasting 8 to 12 times per day on channel 17 and online. Put your video on the website and share it using social media. $500 per month includes production. Also, the 15-second ad broadcasting 16 to 24 times a day on channel 17 and on GinoTV.com is a pre-roll ad, $500 per month. Sign up for 4 months and get either ad free. So give Gino a call at 825-TV-17.
We have that 15 out there, Dick? 15 on the scoreboard?
15 on the scoreboard. So the slaughter rule, the old slaughter rule is in effect right now. It used to be 15, but now this year it's only 12. But right now, again, you got to.
And there's a line shot to center field.
Oh,
And that's going to score 1.
Hit right at it. She just can't hang on to it. So Capetech is not making the plays here today. We've seen that too many times here today. Balls hit right at fielders. That
Madison Deuce, the batter. And she hits a line shot to second. And out. Okay. And I believe that scored a run.
you know, you hate to get on the coaches for this, but the last 2 plays, the fundamentals aren't there. I mean, the ground ball that shots up with the bases loaded, the girl should walk over and step on second to get the easy out instead of almost throwing the ball away. In the previous one to the center fielder, and I've seen this with the left fielder too, and I know they do it in the majors, catching the ball with one hand.
Yep.
You know, the fundamentals, you use both hands to catch a fly ball. You know, you bring the ball into your glove. You just don't stick it out there and hope it's going to stick in there and stay there. So, you know, fundamentals aren't being taught.
What is it? You bring the ball, what is it?
You let the ball come in your glove, and then you put your hand in
Put
there.
your hand over there to hold it in there.
Hold it
So
in.
if that ball gets in her glove like that, as it was falling out, her other hand would have been cuffing it
Right.
and holding it in there, and she might have made the catch,
Right.
rather than just sticking the glove out there and hoping that it sticks in there. And that does happen in online
all
drives
the kids
and
today
anything,
catch the ball with one hand.
because you see it happening
In the major
at the
league.
major league level.
yeah.
But those are the exceptional players. That's the half of 1% that make it to that
The
level.
cream of the cream.
The
Creme
rest
de
of
creme.
us don't get to that level, and we got to learn the fundamentals.
No, that's right. That's truly right, Dick. I was working with outfielders the other day, teaching them put your other hand in the glove.
I know, I try to get Harry to do it.
But they, they see it on television.
Well, tell them to go online to GinoTV.com and check this game out. You see the other end of the spectrum.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cowboys Meat Market and Deli, proud to sponsor Wheeler Sports. They'll be opening shortly. Nantucket's only butcher shop delicatessen.
The pitcher Gabby is up, and there's a little pop-up.
Oh, that is going to be...
Fair ball.
Infield fly. Where's the infield fly call?
Was that an infield?
Yep, that was the infield fly roll.
He could have called it, and he didn't.
Whoa.
Well, if you're looking to get a note, there was your chance there. Infield fly.
But it was in the outfield.
Well, it was
Well,
close
it was
enough. It was close enough
Close
for the first
enough to first
baseman
base.
Oh, I
that
see. Is
you
that-
you could have called
It's a
it.
judgment
yes.
call.
It's a judgment call, and it just probably didn't get up in the air high enough for the umpire to make it. It's
Oh,
a
he
tough
just
call.
called it.
He called him out.
So the infield fly was called. So we've played 2 innings. Nantucket's leading 18-0. Okay, Okay, Cape Tech coming up here in the third inning, portion of the third inning, brought to us by the Sea Grill, Nantucket's distinctive seafood restaurants for all seasons. The freshest seafood prepared your way at the Sea Grill. And this Friday night at the Sea Grill offers Friday night donations. This week the donation will be going to the Salt Marsh Center. So if you go to the Sea Grill on Friday night, portion of your check bill is donated from the Sea Grill to the Salt Marsh Center.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, it certainly is.
Excellent idea.
2 weeks ago I was there on a Friday night. They did it for the hospital, Nantucket Cottage Hospital. I plan to go this Friday night for help out the Salt Marsh.
That's a great idea.
That was fouled off there.
Top of the order for Cape Cod Tech. Emily Hardy, shortstop.
Top of the order, sponsored
She singled the first time.
Singled the first time up, yeah. She opened up the game with a hit.
Yep.
Top of the order brought to us by Congdon & Coleman Insurance, specializing in personal commercial lines of insurance, auto, home, marine business, established 1931. Congdon & Coleman down at 57 Main Street.
There's a line
Ooh.
shot. Fair.
Fair ball. She got herself another hit.
Yep.
Is that an infield? No.
That's pretty much the area where she hit the last one, right? Right down to the right
She
field.
has that area zoned in.
Yeah, that's a nice line drive over the first baseman's head.
And Allie Sullivan, number 8. She reached on a fielder's choice first time.
Nantucket Airlines, call now for reservations. We're all about the islands. 228-6234. And furry friends of Nantucket, we care for your furry friends with passion. Martina and Boss, pet sitting and care. 508-332-9198.
I can barely see it.
I
Well,
lost
the sun
that
is
one,
really-
yeah. That one went right up into the sun.
Really tough here.
That one went right up into the sun, yeah. The right fielder is going to have a hard time catching it.
Oh,
Fly ball. First
absolutely.
baseman is going to have a
Really.
hard time catching a pop-up,
This-
along with the second baseman. Here it comes.
And, oh, no. Oh, my goodness.
Well, Charlotte got there, but she didn't hang on to it. Then she almost
That was a tough catch.
got the throw to
like
second, yeah.
That's a tough one.
We were just talking about that. It's going to be a hard time making the catch, and Charlotte was tested there. I thought she was going to get the force at second, but the runner had good speed getting down the line.
Number 3 hitter is Samantha Childs. Takes ball 1.
We've got you covered in town and out of town. Nantucket Island Pharmacies, prescriptions, nutrition, beauty products. Nantucket Island Pharmacies. 122 Pleasant Street, 45 Main Street. And the Nantucket Boost Club, as I mentioned earlier, the Nantucket Boost Club feeds the team. The Nantucket Boost Club will be feeding the Cape Tech team after the game. The Shack's not open today, so what they do is usually order pizzas and have pizzas for the visiting teams after the game.
And we got a base on balls again. Bases are loaded for Cape Cod Tech.
Oh boy.
And not what you want your pitcher to do
Not when you have
when
a
you're sitting in a
big lead.
big lead.
All right,
Do we have
the
any
bases
outs?
loaded. Nobody out.
Nobody
The cleanup
out.
hitter up.
Capetech will love to get themselves on the board here. Get rid of that goose egg up there.
Yeah, I'm sure they would. Ooh, that was a close pitch. Yeah, foul back.
Fouled off there.
Gabby's way ahead. 2 strikes.
What you want to do is throw strikes. When you got a big lead, throw strikes.
2-2.
Two and two, bases loaded, nobody out.
And there's a ground ball to second. They're going to get the out. The run will come across. Nice job by the Whalers.
Got the sure out. And the batter will get the RBI though, which gets Capetech on the scoreboard. Also now it takes off the force play. So now second and third.
This is Desiree Walker. She struck out the first time in the first inning.
Well, Gabby would like to do that again here now. Second and third, 1 out.
There's a ground ball to shortstop. Ooh, in the dirt, no play. And
2-run score.
Jeez.
It's a little ground ball that looked like she might beat it out, but not the fastest going down the line. So they did have a play on it, but the throw in the dirt. And not scooped out there at first base. And with the throw in the dirt, it allows the runner from second to also score here. So all of a sudden it's 18-3.
we got 1 out though.
This is starting to become coyote ugly now here. When both teams start
Yeah, I know.
getting things going. Gabby loses control of the plate again.
That's a nice pitch, but not called a strike.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I agree with you. That looked like strike material to me. Well, the sun's in our eyes. Maybe we can't see the plate now. Gets a big strike call there.
Strike 2. 2 in a row.
Well, Gabby comes right back. Full count. And she sort of helps out Gabby there.
1 out or 2?
1 out.
1 out. That would have been ball 4 there. But she went after it and fouled it off.
There's a little pop-up. Going to be foul territory. In foul. It's hanging tough. Haley Bell. Capetech hitter, the left fielder.
Second time around, they're getting a better look at Gabby.
Yeah. Oh, nice pitch.
We rung her out on that one, so now there's 2 outs.
And
3 and 2 count. 3 and 2 count. You can't let pitchers go by.
no, you have to hang in there. You have to take guard the plate, as they say. There's the pitcher, Leslie Ruiz, up. Takes strike 1. Rarely in the spring, Dick, do we complain about the sun being in our eyes.
I know it.
But
Well,
it is.
We're actually having a spring on Nantucket, which is quite rare too. Somebody said, "Oh, it was a great winter." I said, "Yeah, we've had great winters over the years, but we don't normally have great springs."
Well, I'll tell you, we need some rain. I ate a lot of dust on my baseball diamond.
Yeah,
today.
yeah, it's very dry, and all around the state, you know, it's very dry. We do need some rain. The showers forecast actually for tonight doesn't look like they're going to come, but they're forecast for tomorrow and Thursday, and it would be nice to get some showers in.
And that's the end of the third 2.5.
So we thank Gino Gang for filming today's game. Dennis Karen on the book. This is Dick Herman saying good night for Whaler Sports TV, TV 17, Nantucket's channel for high school sports. And remember to put a smile on your face each and every day, even if you have to laugh at yourself. Go Red Sox!